Hey Capricorns, how are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. So I'm Patty and I'm your empath that is doing the intuitive tarot readings. We're going to be doing them for November 1st through the 8th. So we just got done with a full moon on the 31st. And yes, I still have my decorations up because I am doing this reading on the 30th. But yeah, the full moon is on the 31st. If you haven't seen my video on the full moon, and the retrograde and all the things that are going on. It is uploaded now, and you're very welcome to go and look at that. Let me know how you like it. But we have a full moon on the 31st, so that means that it's going to still be in the full moon process until the 3rd. So the energies are going to be really intense, really unsure. Where the moon is in Taurus, but it's conjunct with Uranus. So there's confliction again. Here we go again, right? With the Mars retrograde, Mercury retrograde, moon, everything's in conflict. Everything is uncertain. And it's also purging. So purging meaning the old ways are going and the new ways are coming, and the old ways aren't going to work anymore. So that's where that is. So just pay attention to those energies. It's going to be a crazy full moon. You got two retrogrades. You got the moon coming in Taurus, and then you have the Uranus, which is like it wants to divide, crush, kill, destroy kind of a thing, where Taurus is like, you know what, I just need some stability. I need something to happen that I can count on. I need some foundation. That's the Taurus energy thing. All right, so we have some goblins for our first energy out, which, I'm not really surprised with this week, because everything is about self-work and it's about personalization, getting deep down into the foundation of who you are, your roots, and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So anyway, the goblins, which is about your shadow work, getting down to those dark parts of you that are secret. And then you have the number 5, which is instability. So whatever those secrets or whatever those dark things you don't like to share, could be trauma. It could be maybe you did something you shouldn't have done. Those kind of things. Everybody's got them. Everybody's got that shadow side. So it's just that it's creating your instability. So you want to be able to get stable with those, or maybe start working on how you can thank your shadow side, because a lot of people don't understand that you thank this shadow side, because it's actually who's created you. Our dark parts of our life, our mountains, our trenches, or whatever you want to call them. That's what creates who creates us. So that'll be your first energy out, to maybe look at the shadow side. What is it that is something that you want to thank, but you thanks for being there, because it is sort of a darker side, or a secret side, or a hurtful side. Something like, for me, I had sexual abuse, so it was a very dark time for me, but it really made me who I am, the strong person who I am. But I did my homework. So that's sort of that kind of energy there. Then we have Moonlight, which is about your intuition, possibly doubting your intuition. So some people sort of poo-poo intuition, even though it's a really, really strong sense of us and part of our spirit. This is something that you'll not want to doubt. So if you're struggling with something internally, or you want to start doing homework on something that is darker, or maybe somebody's got a secret that they need to share. Maybe, Uncle Joe wasn't so nice to Sally, and that needs to come out. So that could be something like that. We'll find out with the cards. But don't doubt yourself. If you're ready for whatever you need to do it. If whatever the dark side is, the dark side, but whatever that is, we all have it, and it's part of us, and that's who we grow. So, but just know that the number 6 that you have right there is about building harmony and improvement. So they go together. The other thing we have out is the Bone Collector. Now, the Bone Collector is an energy that carries the past with her. and she carries everything. It's like her suitcase. She doesn't have one tiny little carry-on suitcase. She has a entourage of luggage and trunks coming with her of the past. And so that's the thing, is when you start carrying everything from, these all do just go together. These just go together big time. Because when you start carrying baggage from the past, remember the dark part of you, of your baggage that you keep carrying, you doubt your intuition to get rid of it. So you keep carrying that baggage with you, and the baggage gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, you've got a train full of luggage that you're carrying with you. So those are the energies. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is typical with the moon and all the planets that's happening, to purge and get rid of the old ways, the garbage. We'll see if the Page of Swords comes up. But to get rid of those things and not doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Then that's where your intuition comes in. Okay? And that is improvement. Number 6 is improvement, moving forward, improving your life, bettering your life, unloading the crap and getting ready for some new fun stuff. All right. So that's where that is. So we'll see what we can unload. But for somebody, I can really feel the energies that it has to do with trauma. There's some trauma somewhere in somebody's life. That's a tough one. You've got to, it's sort of like addictions. You cannot tell somebody to get help. That person has to, I've worked in addiction before. You can't tell that person to get help. They have to be ready for it, or they're going to just go back and fall back. Most of the time they'll fall back quicker, faster than if it was their decision to get well, to face the addiction. So anyway, so let's go forward. And that could be something, the dark shadow side for somebody carrying that with them. Yeah. Oh, wow. Geez, what's going on with you guys, Capricorn? So first card out is the Devil. There's bondage there. Again, shadow work, bondage, fear. It's sort of like when going through sexual abuse. It's like if the person that is abusing you, they'll say, "Don't tell anybody," or "I'll hurt your animal," or "I'll hurt you," or "I'll kill you," or "I'll kill mom," or whatever. It's that bondage that they want to keep you tied to them. Pretty powerful. These 2 cards out, first out. So she is in bondage. She is in a torturous type process. Wow, this is amazing. When it first came out, when these first 3 cards, oracles, came out, I could feel that somebody was going through abuse. So then the number 8 is about trying to get the progress, trying to progress through getting out of that. It's like a progression to get out of that. And you don't want to tell anybody. God forbid you tell somebody, then you look like the bad one. You're not. If anybody ever goes through abuse of any kind, you're not the one that is the problem. Trust me. They may grain it into you that you are. I remember, oh, you're so fat, you're ugly, lead bottom, tank, all that kind of stuff to keep you in bondage. So, but you're going to carry that, like the bone collector says, is going to carry that with you, going to carry all that past with you. It's time to release it. This is the time to purge. Yeah, purge, death. Purge it. Get rid of it. Don't fear it anymore. Do not fear it any longer. Because with death, something new comes. I don't know who this is for. Somebody's also in bondage for work. Somebody is like, I am just stuck in this job. I'm not going to go anywhere. It's a dead-end job. It is not a dead-end job. It's your choice to move forward and follow your intuition. Don't doubt your intuition. So for somebody that's, they're in bondage in their job and they're feeling like it's never going to end. It is. You have to move it though, because this will not move unless you do. And that's your shadow work. That is what's holding you back. Your fear, something in your past holding you back to move forward. And if fear is what's holding you back, you know what? Then you may be holding yourself back on what is supposed to be for your life. Same with a relationship. Somebody's like holding back on their love. So somebody really, really cares for somebody, but they're so fearful because they've been screwed over before that they're like, nah, nope, not going to go there again. Not going to do it. So I'm just going to stay here and let it die. Let nothing come forward. I'm not even going to let anything entertain to come forward. So you're going to carry everything from your past. I know a person that is doing this already. Oh my goodness. And it's like they carry that old baggage into the new. You got to purge it. Got to purge it, Capricorn. All right, let's see what else, what other energies there is here. A lot of this, again, is what they're saying to follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Yeah, wisdom. Wisdom, the Emperor. Definitely wisdom, Emperor. Wisdom will overcome all, along with Spirit. So whatever you fear, thank you. Whatever you fear, you need to get the wisdom to face it, or the wisdom to understand what it is. It's sort of like fearing, flying a plane. I fly planes. So you the fear of flying the plane. Well, if you learn all the instruments and everything, and you learn really what like a turbulence is, it's just a pothole in the sky. You have no more fear. So you make yourself wise in what it is that you fear. What are you fearing? Who are you fearing? Somebody's afraid of somebody. You know what? Shouldn't be afraid of somebody. You know what? You take their power away from them. You can take their power away. It's amazing to do that, because once you forgive and you're like, hey, you don't bother me. I don't really care. Bye. Have a good life. Then you move on. If you fear your boss, why would you fear your boss? If you fear your boss, that's an issue. Or is it that you fear that you just might not get a paycheck? Lots of companies out there. There's no room for fear in your life. There isn't, because you can grow. Everybody's got some form of fear a little bit, but I'm talking about fear like that's going to stop you from moving forward into your dreams. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is spiritual. The Hierophant is the top of the top of the top of the spiritual leaders of teaching and everything else. Where does that wisdom need to come from that you need to learn? From the Spirit. Where are you going to get rid of this fear? Where are you going to get rid of the bondage? From the divine, from Spirit. This is what's holding you bondage, but this is amazing. These two cards side by side, you got 4 and 5. You've got earthly top wisdom, then you have spiritual top wisdom. That's what you need to get through all your baggage. You need that wisdom to, be able to let go of the baggage. Definitely let go of the baggage. And the Hierophant can do that. Because here's the thing. Look at these 3 together. What amazing. It's like, do not mess with me. Do not mess. This is death. It will end. But don't mess with these 2, because they got something planned for your future. And it's like the spirit cannot be held down by death. Yeah. So somebody actually, 6 of Swords is contemplating maybe going somewhere or moving. And that would be, for somebody, that might be a really good start. Somebody is letting the old go and letting a new venture start. That could be something that, maybe needs to happen for somebody in order for that bondage to break. Or somebody's coming to you to help you break that bondage. Yeah, definitely. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. You're moving towards the right direction. You're moving towards, somebody's going to say, you know what? I can feel it right here. Somebody is saying, I am going to listen to my intuition. I am going to ask the right questions, and I am going to move forward. This could be just even a moving forward process. I am going to ask the right questions. I'm going to trust my intuition. I am going to talk to somebody on earth that's wise and knows how to get me out of my situation or whatever it is that you're trying to get through. And then I am going to reach to my spirit, because my spirit is where all answers come from. Earth is resource, spirit is source. And then I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to gain everything that I desire, because I'm letting go of all the past. That's huge. That's huge. I don't know who that's for, but definitely. Page of Cups. There's an offering there. It's a message. Something is coming up of the Page of Cups. And, the cups are of the heart desires. Something new, something creative. So again, this probably goes together with this here for somebody. All right. Yeah. So we have the 3 of Wands in reverse. In reverse, meaning that usually it would be thinking about the future, thinking about sort of further out. But it's in reverse. So you're really in the now moment, which is really, really good. You really want to be in the now moment. We don't even have a clue what's going to happen in the future. Even the planets, the way that the astrologers are looking at the planets, we have no clue what's going to be happening in the future. The only thing that we know is we can be accountable for ourselves, our actions, our growth, our foundation, our personalization, basically staying in our lane. That's the only thing that we know. If they say they know anything else, I'd like to know where they're getting their information from. Okay, so we have the Sun. Again, we've got some new energies coming through the end of the week. Some great energies. We've got the Sun. So somebody actually is moving away. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. They're moving away from this bondage. They are going to move away. I'm not going to show all the cards, but they're moving away from that. And the one thing good about the Sun is if you look at the little boy, he's naked, which means he is shedding all. He's not hiding anything anymore. He's doing his shadow work. He's becoming more open. He's becoming more sharing of his situation and that kind of a thing. So it's also playful and pure and joyful and happy. It is. When you release your chains and your bondage, it is so freeing. I remember when one day I just felt all my chains come off. I had actually done my homework. I realized all that was going on, and it was the most freeing feeling I've ever had in my life. And that happened in my 50s. You know why? Because I was living for somebody else to be somebody else I wasn't. So when you free that and you are who the divine created you to be, it is so freeing. You no longer have the bondage, and you die to self and you become much, much more. You become more spiritual because you understand that that stuff didn't even really matter in the first place. All right. Wow, Capricorns, that's a big one. The main thing is, take the baggage, unload the train of garbage, and release some of those luggages and let those go. You can't carry the past with you. It's done, it's gone. Go from now. Where did that go? From the now. And you only think of the now of what you have and how can you create a better now. Sometimes you do have to go into shadow work. Sometimes you do have to get deep and dark and let go of that kind of stuff. So that's Capricorns this next week. Let go. Let go, let go, let go. Let go of those chains. Let go of the devil. Woo! Because he sure loves to keep you down in low, low, low vibrations. He loves to keep you from reaching higher vibrations, higher frequencies, higher energies, because he knows that if he does, he can't survive. Those low vibrations cannot survive. Low frequencies cannot survive. You can't hardly hear them because they're not capable of doing that because the vibrations are too high. There's too much. It's the light that's, covers the dark. That's why it was one of the last things created. Anyway, thank you for coming, Capricorns. I hope that you had a good reading. I hope it resonated with somebody, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Any comments or anything are always welcome. Just know on the dailies that if you do the dailies, please hit likes if you do like them, because I may be ending them the end of November if I don't get enough interest in that. So, but if you hit the subscribes, hit the bell, it'll give you indications. It'll give you notifications when they're on or when I'm on live, because I do a lot of live readings, but I also do moon and retrograde and empath, a lot of empath stuff. A lot of people want to learn about their abilities and know about abilities, so I do that as well. So I hope you subscribe, bring a friend, share, like, and all that kind of stuff. And we will see you on the 9th. Take care, Capricorns.